three-dimensional pixel. Yeah, it's a fancy term for cube, really. Yeah. And if you arrange those cubes in certain in 3 dimensions, you can create three-dimensional models like this one, maybe a bit more pixelated, if you will, but it would have volume. So, like, if I were to shoot at it with something, it can get destroyed, and you could see inside the model in different ways. Yeah, and that I think we are on the beginning of a new kind of game industry where things have a volume. Yeah, like much in the way that games began with low resolution in 2D. I think games are going into a volumetric model, much like Minecraft, where everything is a voxel, really. And I think that's the future we are going to see, primarily because the graphic cards can process more and more data as we are going along the SIG graphs. Yeah, there are very interesting articles on it with NVIDIA that I think you should read. It's super interesting. That I think you should read. So I'm going to do a little trick like this here. Hang on. So there we are. Right. Now the trick is to get back there. I think I just... Yeah, that's not gonna work. We'll just leave orange here because I think it's nicer. So now the question really is... This has to be red now. Now it would have to be blue. Right? If I walk in there, the portals will be destroyed. But these things don't lower. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. At least I don't think they do. I didn't see them lowered before, but... Is there something here, maybe? No. Is there anything... I'm gonna lower this. I wonder if there's anything in here I missed. So it's blue now. The moment I raise it, it's going back to normal. See? Yeah. I think this is a nice chamber, and I don't want to lose too much time on it. So, it's been a slice, Mr. Mevius. That's the name of the guy who made this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do this, and I'll leave because I don't want to spend too much time to figure it out. It has to do with switching the thing, but that's fine. Right. Let's see. Ja.
A million monkeys at a million typewriters might be able to recreate the works of Shakespeare, but it's hard to imagine one monkey solving this final test chamber.
Yeah. I don't think there's a solution for this chamber because it's chamber 19 and that usually means that you're...
The monkey is you, by the way.
Thanks. And that usually means that you're going into BTS areas, I would say. This is unusual. Wouldn't you say? So, it comes here. Zip. Then you have to somehow get it here. Or one of them anyways. That's the launcher. This launches the pellet. Right? Some way back there. Came from here. So this will, oops, launch that. It's a green one, so he is around forever. It's a green receptacle. Okay, so that should be relatively simple. One here, one here. Right. Yeah, I knew that. I knew a fucking timer is gonna start. But what is, like, what the fuck? The timer is for what? Maybe something here? Yes. It's for here. But I think I hey. There's a portal surface here. Why? Oh, maybe. Bloop. So I came from here. Bloop. There's another portal surface here. Okay. I think these platforms lower at some point. I think this guy has some sort of fetish with pellets. You should see a doctor or something. Hey doctor, I like pellets. Yeah, I'm not so I'm not so sure that what I'm doing here is right. BTS areas, maybe. Maybe this chamber has no solution. And you're just escaping again. Just looking for anything unusual. This switches something. Okay, let's go back here. Green pellet. Bam. Turns off the field. There's a... That's the exit. So all you really gotta do is find a way to activate those. What's that? That looks strange. Anyways, you gotta find a way to activate those and then go up here and you're on your way to Wonderland. It's a little weird to me right now. But I can tell you, I learned C#, and once you get the concept of C#, it's really not far to C++. It looks like that C# is somewhat modeled after C++. Is that right? There are a lot of similar concepts, like constructor, deconstructor. You can declare public and private variables in public and private variables as well as functions or methods, as you may call them. But overall, everything in object orientation seems to have a similarity in terms of the structure. Yeah, so I started out with the Smalltalk. That was my first object orientation programming experience, you could say. I think I know what I gotta do. Yeah, so Smalltalk was really the first thing I tried. Maybe you remember Squeak, or you may have heard of Squeak, which is a self-contained virtual machine. Yeah, and the virtual machine is written in Smalltalk, ironically enough.